Evangelos Margaritas, and Zane Knowles as well. Big player for the Wolves. It's the first night of the Basketball Champions League. Teams are just about to be introduced to us. Two teams that have not played each other before in the Basketball Champions League from the Greek A1 division, PAOK, and Besiktas in the Turkish Basketball Super League. And Besiktas have been introduced first. Untitled Chapter, 26-year-old from USA. Omar Ali. Here's Merak Panar, his well-respected young player, Shaquille McKissick. Look out for him to have a big impact on this game. Samit Gayik, James McAdoo, of course, attended North Carolina, and a big-time player, big-time heritage with his father playing in the NBA. Beriak and Yildizi, 12.3 points a game. And Nemanja Jurisic playing for his fourth team in the Basketball Champions League. And now, as you can tell by the noise here in the PAOK Arena, have been introduced. Jaquan Lewis leads the team in assists. Adam Smith leads the team in scoring. Evangelos Margaritas, the captain, been there since 2012. Will have a massive role to play for this team if they are to go further than the round of 16, which they haven't been able to do in the first 3 seasons. The same for Besiktas as well. Look out for Aaron Best and Toy Wiggins. And also young Amanzi Egekizi, 23-year-old. And Zane Knowles, averaging a double-double in the Greek A1 League. 10 points, 10 rebounds a game. He leads the rebounding for this team so far this season. The teams meet at half court, exchange pleasantries. It's going to be a really interesting matchup in styles. And there's the referees for this evening. Janapovic Ademir, Kalatreva Fernando from Spain, and Velikov Ventislav from Bulgaria and Bosnia and Herzegovina. Our referees always providing the best possible officiating that you can get within Europe. As the teams go through their final warm-ups, defensive slides, defense. Coach Pack from Bonn has said PAOK will be strong defensively. As we look at Besiktas and their starting lineup, Berkan Batak, Todrick Gotcha, James McAdoo, Jordan Theodore. A lot of coaches picked from this group to be a star in the Basketball Champions League. And Beriak Yildizi, who is joint top scorer on this team with Shaquille McKissick. And there is the legend, Dusko Ivanovic, 62 years old, born in Montenegro, part of the Jugoplastica double EuroLeague winning team, has managed in Spain and in Greece and has won wherever he's been. Also coached the national team of Switzerland to success and to Fribourg Olympic in his coaching time. Of course, Fribourg Olympic in the Basketball Champions League last season. Here is PAOK, Agizi, Jaquan Lewis, Zadikapolos, Adam Smith and Antoine Wiggins start for PAOK. Coach Flavorakis is very complimentary about Besiktas, said they would be very strong offensively in this competition. Coach Flavorakis is back at PAOK for a third spell, was here from 1988 to 2001, 2007 to 2008, and now back for the start of this season. He won the Greek Cup in 1999. And it is last moments for the coaches to say the right things to their team before they head off out onto the floor. With the stats from their domestic league so far, PAOK are leading the scoring at 78.3 points a game. The assist is Besiktas, 16.3 assists a game. Turnovers, PAOK have the least, 12.7, Besiktas 14.3, which actually is not bad for either team. Free throw percentage, Besiktas by 8%, 81.6, 40 out of 49 free throws so far in the 3 games that they've played in the Turkish Basketball Super League. 38 for 52. Both teams are 1 and 2 in their domestic leagues. With Besiktas losing to Anadolu Efes and Galatasaray, but beating Başakşehir by 5. And PAOK, they're 9th in the Greek A1 league. They've lost to Aris in overtime by 2. They beat Hermes Larissa. This Saturday they play the league leaders, Panathinaikos. So players to look out for Besiktas: Jordan Theodore, Yildizi McKissick, and the man Jurasic, of course, who played for Ilu Ostend last season. 13.5 points a game for him. And Jordan Theodore played for AEK in the Basketball Champions League last season also. He averaged 9.4 points a game, did Theodore, for AEK last season, 27 minutes a game. We'll see how many minutes he's going to need to play, but he is a star. He has good knowledge of the Basketball Champions League, as does Jurasic. That's number 25 and 42 on the Besiktas. So I'm really excited to see. There's McAdoo, James McAdoo, Bob McAdoo's son. And Zane Knowles, I'm really interested to see him. And Jaquan Lewis, if he can continue his good play. And of course, Adam Smith, leading scorer for PAOK with 23.3 points a game in the Greek A1. We're underway here in the PAOK Arena. Wonderful facility, wonderful venue to get things going here in the 4th edition of the Basketball Champions League. And Besiktas with Gotcha straight off the mark. He's not putting up massive stats, but I think he's just biding his time for this team. He's a good option for them. Jaquan Lewis just knocks down the shot in response. It's too early here in Thessaloniki in Greece. And a quick pass inside. Good look. Good intention to try and get it straight into the post off the quick pass. But it's the first turnover for Besiktas. PAOK in white, Besiktas in black. First meeting of these mighty European franchises in the Basketball Champions League. Both played all 3 the previous seasons. And shots up by Zadikapolos. Zadikapolos, no good on the jump hook, still tied too early. Yeah. And a nice cut along the baseline, active early. James McAdoo averaging 6.5 points a game in the Turkish Basketball Super League and leading the rebounds for this team at 8.8 rebounds a game. back in the Turkish domestic league. Wide open three coming. It's just off, but good rebound. Adam Smith just off with his first three-ball attempt. Hesitation, left hand. Finishes with his right, much to the delight of the crowd. Smith sporting the headband tonight, and he makes his first shot of the evening. Tied at 4 early. Just over 2 minutes gone in the first. No good there for Besiktas. PAOK. And a strong move and a strong foul. Jaquan Lewis leading the assist for this team at 6.3 assists, but just unceremoniously dumped on the floor there by Jordan Theodore. No Morelli into the game for Besiktas. And Theodore, first foul. And the shot's good. But Jaquan Lewis looking early for his offense. And good play by PAOK. They said they'd be strong defensively. They're out in the open and they finish. And it's Antoine Wiggins. As PAOK burst out to a 5-point lead and a 5-0 run. Another steal, good active hands by PAOK. Pull-up J is good for Adam Smith. Timeout Besiktas as PAOK are on a rampage with great defence on the help there. Lewis, quick outlet to Smith with a quick pull-up. And Besiktas and coach Ivanovic forced to call timeout early here. It's Group D, it's game day 1, and already PAOK are showing that they can handle the Turkish visitors here. Coach Ivanovic not happy.
One more time. Let's go.
Some early stats. PAOK 80% from 2, 67% from 2 for Besiktas. And 1-3 has gone for PAOK as well. So good offensive energy early for PAOK. But a lot of that offense has been sparked by the defense. Good hands, good steals. Helping each other out. It's good signs for coach Gavarakis. Some full court pressure. And shots up right at the buzzer. Good offensive rebound. And the putback is Yildizi getting in amongst the PAOK defence. Antoine Wiggins there. A good handoff. And then Yildizi was the first to react for the offensive rebound. But he misses the free throw. Shots off, rebounds. Besiktas, can they go on a run of their own now? Pass back outside. And good block, and the save by Sarikopoulos. Shots up just off by Adam Smith. Another heat check there for the American. And good transition defence as well by PAOK. All their players back inside the key as Besiktas attack the basket. There's a deep three and contested. Jocko Lewis uses the screen, goes left, tries to wrap it round to the right. And good defence by Besiktas. Good defensive pressure by PAOK, but it's broken by Besiktas. Now Omar Ali, Euro step, nice pass inside. Much more urgency about Besiktas after the timeout and substitutions. Now by Egakizi. Sarikopoulos as well was in close attention. So Yildizi. .5% from the free throw line in the Turkish Basketball Super League. Sarikopoulos, he loses it, but then Besiktas throw it too long. Good defence, but the pass was just too long. Frustration for Besiktas as the noise rises here at the PAOK Arena. You can hardly hear yourself think here. So loud. Smith pulls up and knocks it down with great touch. Top scorer for PAOK by quite a distance in the Greek A1. He's averaging 23.3 points a game. Averaged 24 points a game last season in the Italian second division, so big-time scorer is Adam Smith. And talking of big-time scoring, three-pointer knocked down by Todrick Gocha. He's up to 5 points, which is already above his average in the Turkish Basketball Super League of 2.3 points a game. I just felt that he was just going to bide his time, do a job. He's averaging 1 assist a game and 1.8 rebounds a game. Smith, nice pass and nice catch and finish by Margaritas, the captain, straight off the bench. 36-year-old, been at PAOK since 2012, and he's the captain of the PAOK team. Catch, shoot from the wing for three. Things are heating up here in Greece. And that's Gocha again, and he certainly has Gocha. Got to keep close tabs on him. 8 points he's up to, way above his season average back in the Turkish Basketball Super League. Smith mustn't force it, mustn't think that he has to take the shot. Zane Knowles is in now for PAOK. Interested to see how he gets on in this competition. 10 points, 10 rebounds a game back in Greece so far this season. Good rebound, McAdoo. Up fakes, throws it up, gets his Jurisic with the offensive rebound. Such a good player, Nemanja Jurisic, the Montenegrin international. Just knows his role and sticks to it. Shaquille McKissick into the game now for Besiktas. Knowles, 77 in white, gets the rebound. He's 6'10". Can he have a big impact on this tournament? Good defense from Besiktas and the open dunk. Big time throwdown. Shaquille McKissick forcing a timeout by PAOK. His first 2 points is a high flying effort. Nice pass ahead by Jurisic. Doing the simple things as always, the Montenegrin, and McKissick does the rest. There's no timeout called. I thought it might well have forced the timeout. There's a few issues on the bench. These two foes never met in this competition. There's lots at stake. So important to get off to a positive start. PAOK have never won their first game in the Basketball Champions League, but this is their first home game, being their first game in the Basketball Champions League regular season. Zay Knowles, good hands and finishes right at the front of the hoop, and Coach Ivanovic jumping crazy there on the sideline. 17-14 to PAOK. 90 seconds just under remaining in the first. Time flying here when you're having fun in PAOK Thessaloniki. Inside, quick pass, jump hook is good for James McAdoo. Nice touch there. Open three is just long by Margaritis, and defensive rebound for Besiktas. Under a minute remaining. We thought this might be close. Lots of similarities between these teams. And the three's up from the corner, no good from McKissick. He's the joint top scorer for Besiktas in the domestic league at 12.3 points a game. Joint leader with Ildizi. They're going to need all his points tonight. Shots up from deep, just off. There's about 4 seconds differential between game and shot clock. Omar Ali hands it off to Ismet Akpanar. Many good things said about him by his old Alba Berlin coach, who's now the Bonn coach here in the Basketball Champions League, Telekom Basket Bonn. And they've run out of shot clock. There was a 4-second differential, and they never got the shot up. There's no excuse for it. There's shot clocks above each basket. Plenty of information for the offensive team to know exactly where they are in the shot clock, and that will not help Coach Dusko Ivanovic's disposition. It's a second year with Besiktas, second year in the Basketball Champions League. Round of 16 last year for both these teams. Neither of them have gone past that stage in the 3 seasons they've played. And there's still time. Good interception half court. There is Ogas Savas. Hasn't seen any action yet. But he is a big-time player. And the ball goes thrown towards the Besiktas hoop. And a pulsating first quarter comes to an end here in PAOK Thessaloniki. Hope you're enjoying the action. After the first quarter, it's PAOK 17, Besiktas Sompo Sigorta 16. And there's the statistics so far. 70% from PAOK from 2-point range, 7 of 10, 56% for Besiktas. Some of the highlights. From the first half, PAOK really, after the initial exchanges up to 4-4, then PAOK went on a 5-0 run to 9-4, then Besiktas came back, and it's been even since. Jaquan Lewis leading the way for PAOK, offensively with 5, and 8 points for Todrick Gotcha, 2 of 3 from behind the arc for the Besiktas American, 26 years old. And Gotcha is just someone who's probably just slightly under the radar compared with some of the other players and big scorers or bigger scorers they have in McKissick. McAdoo, the big rebounder, Udeze. Savas is a big name. Theodore, of course, a lot of attention around the league regarding him and his experience in Basketball Champions League. And there's McKissick with a statement throwdown, which calls the timeout to be called by Coach Ivanovic. And the man Jurisic coming in, doing what he does, doing the basics. 6.8 points a game he's averaging, and 5.3 rebounds for Besiktas. We're into the second quarter. Basketball Champions League action, game day 1. Every Tuesday and Wednesday, apart from international breaks, will be Basketball Champions League up until February, and of course Christmas and New Year. And there is Oga Savas. He's been a late signing, come across from Darüşşafaka of Turkey. Before that, played for Okanspor, which then became Fenerbahce, and has won everything that you can multiple times in Turkey, and was part of the silver medal winning team for Turkey in the 2010 FIBA Basketball World Cup. So a really big pickup for Besiktas. A lot of experience. Can he still deliver at the age of 32? Again, Besiktas running out of shot clock. Oh, great cut, but really good defense. And then PAOK missed the putback underneath. But a lovely move off the ball initially. Just nice pivot and back cut by Best. They think he got hit in the face. And I think Wiggins, and look at the crowd, they're not happy. And then Wiggins wasn't able to finish. And the pull on Točlas. Saying, was there an unnecessary contact by Shaquille McKissick on Aaron Best as he attacked the basket? Or potentially they're looking at Točlas, his foul at mid-court. Is that a legitimate basketball play? He starts to go for the ball as Theodore comes up the floor, and then he just goes shoulder to shoulder. I think it'd be quite harsh if he gets called unsportsmanlike, and exactly what it's being called. The PAOK supporters will not like that, especially as they feel that Aaron Best was fouled first up on his drive to the basket. And Coach Flavarakis keeping his thoughts to himself at the moment. So Jordan Theodore at the line. %80 from the free throw line for Besiktas in the Turkish Basketball Super League. 9.3 points a game and 6.8 assists. He's the #1 assist maker for Besiktas. A lot of the coaches in this group, when they were asked in the recent article covering all the groups in the regular season, a lot of the coaches like Theodore because of his experience. He hasn't taken the game by storm yet. Nice offensive rebound. Bounce pass along the baseline by Jurisic. Theodore attacks, kicks. Shot clock running down. Mid-range jump shot, no good. Theodore, offensive rebound. And the home crowd think that he knocked that out. And at first look, it did look as though he did. But the ref's got it right. Margaritas knocked it loose. Another 14 seconds for Besiktas to get a decent shot. Jurisic, up fake. Ball's loose, good defense from PAOK. They've been very active with their hands. Tushlas, kick to Margaritas. Shizaz, all the way across, and is fouled, making the shot. Aaron Best with the left-handed three-pointer. Fouled in the act of shooting, and he'll go to the line for a bonus to add to the three he's just made. Great cross-court pass. The defense has shifted too far across on the help on the weak side. Best remained where he was behind the three-point arc on the weak side. Perfect pass all the way across side to side. And the Besiktas defense couldn't get there. Well, they could get there, but only to foul Best, who makes a 4-point play. 2 minutes gone in the second quarter here in PAOK. Kick out to the corner. And the penetration, footsteps on the line. Jurisic trying to go baseline. Just good defense by Margaritas, just angling him off enough so he ran out of court on the baseline there. Apollon Shoslas. Inside, Knowles. He's got to finish that. He looks a very big unit. The man from the Bahamas. August Savas. High screen again from him. Back to him. And nice finish by the big man, 2 meters 11. And that's his first 2 points. And that was a tough play, finishing right-handed for the former Turkish national team player. Margaritas for three, all alone. There's a really good open look. They're sharing the basketball well. Shizaz comes out. That's Akpanar's second foul. Ismet Akpanar, number 5 for Besiktas. Sochlas, back to Knowles. Good ball movement by PAOK. Trying to get an open look, they just throw it up. And here comes McKissick, attacking. And not loose. Really good play by PAOK, knocking the ball off the rim. Aaron Best. Margaritas. Back to Sochlas. Best, the former G League player. Margaritas tries again. Just off, but he's getting a good look. And Zane Knowles, who's averaging 10 rebounds a game, back in the Greek Haber A1 League, gets another offensive rebound. That's 6'10". Knowles is 4 of 8 in the Turkish Super League, so 50%. So that's a really good sign. Making both the free throws, getting offensive rebounds. Knowles up to 4 points, 2 rebounds, 1 turnover. Bertak, shots up, just short by Ilgas Savas. He had a really good look there. Knowles, hands off Best, back to Knowles, straight to the baseline, and the wraparound move by the big man, 77. Sunset Strip, and he's throwing a lot of sunlight on this court for the PAOK fans right now. Time out in PAOK Thessaloniki. It's a Besiktas timeout, and this big moment again as PAOK go on a run.
In offense, then we have possibility for shot.
They lead by 5. Top scorers for Besiktas. Gotcha with 8, McAdoo with 4, Yildizi with 2. Remember, Yildizi is joint top scorer. 12.3 points a game with McKissick. They need to get a move on, does Besiktas. Smith, Knowles and Lewis are the 3 top scorers. Smith and Knowles, 6 points each. Knowles with 5. So just like he did in the first quarter, calling timeout, trying to stem the flow of the momentum from PAOK. The fans are amazing here. Quite an extraordinary place. The 2-headed eagle. Incredible fans, home and away. PAOK have won 2 Greek leagues in the 90s, 3 Greek Cups, 1 Supporter Cup. Third in the FIBA Europe Cup. Shots up, bit flat, but good offensive rebound again, McKissick. PAOK still looking for some progress and some triumphs and some glory. And that's a big, big moment for Besiktas. Yildizi knocking down the shot from deep. PAOK try to respond. Big offensive rebound. And the finish by Zane Knowles. He loves the jump hook. He loves to rebound. And when you've got a player like that, that's a fantastic asset to have. Know what you're good at and excel at it. And Knowles is certainly doing that. Yildizi. Back to Theodore. Double teamed. Yildizi deep from 3. Running out of shot clock. And PAOK really moving the ball smoothly. Pull up jump shot. Really quick release of the trigger there by Best. Easy. I think with the offensive foul there. And I think James McAdoo making the most of that. That's a foul on Knowles, his second. Theodore. Still Theodore. So McAdoo back to Theodore. Shots up from Gutschar is long defensive rebound by Jaquan Lewis. Got a nice balance, this team here, PAOK. Both teams, 1 win and 2 losses in their domestic leagues. And just 4 points between them here. There was 4 points, and now it's 6 points. There's Jaquan Lewis, the lead assist man, showing that he can attack the basket and score himself. He's up to 7 points as the noise again reaches deafening levels off the top of the backboard. The Sixers get another chance. Less than 10 on the shot clock. Theodore, really nifty move. Came in from the left, went under the basket and wrapped it round for the layup. He's up to 4 points. Remember, he's averaging 23.3 points a game for Besiktas in shots up and good defense. Theodore again. Batuk in and out with a push shot. And Zane Knowles gets the rebound. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Hope you're enjoying Basketball Champions League action. First game day of the 2019-2020 season. And it's a great lineup of the regular season. 32 teams. Shot clock running down. Shots off, but kept alive by Stavros Shizaz. They're all helping each other, PAOK. You can't get the rebound, tip it to one of your teammates. There's a foul called on Todrick Gutschar. Sarikopoulos in the game. Field goal this quarter. 31% for PAOK, 23% for Besiktas. Both teams really struggling. Penetrate, kick. Another penetration. And hit the foot of Gotcha. So it's a timeout called here in the PAOK Arena. It's PAOK timeout.
Okay, Aaron, here. Okay, so I go Adam here. Jay, you can
points in the paint, 16 and 12.
Play like 31. Okay, I want Amaze to set you free. Okay, ball here. And immediately when we go, we don't go to 31. You take one step and you go right away for I can read the defense. You can be, read the defender. How he start from here, like you are not in the play. Yeah. Okay, so I wanted them very quick. They know it's 31. We go to the pick and roll one step and then you go away. Go and find this man. Go
points from turnovers, 10-0 to PAOK. And the actual turnovers they've committed, only 2. They are committing less turnovers in their domestic league. Nearly 2 turnovers less a game in the early stages of the domestic seasons. PAOK just 12.7 turnovers a game, Besiktas 14.3. So at the moment they just have 2. Besiktas have 7. A lot of that's down to active hands on defense, good help coming across, plugging the gaps. Nice back screen, but good anticipation. Good back cut there by Aaron Best, but McAdoo stayed central and snuffled the problems. No good there for Besiktas, and here comes Jaquan Lewis. Lewis, still Lewis. Oh, what a move! Off the glass! In a crowd of Besiktas players, up to 9 points, goes the #1 in assists in the Greek A1 league for this team. He's now the leading scorer tonight. And Jaquan Lewis, leading scorer in either team. That's a good sign for PAOK. Theodore getting a lot of attention. He did before the start of this campaign, and he's getting it on the court right now as well. Gotcha, Theodore. McAdoo comes to set the high screen, rolls. He's wide open, and it ends up with a slam dunk, uncontested. Breakdown in the rotations there by PAOK. McAdoo up to 6 points. Lewis 100% from the line in the Greek A1, and he knocks down that free throw. And he's 2 of 2 tonight, so he hasn't missed a free throw yet this season. Great playing by Jaquan Lewis. Oh, nice play. Bergkamp loved the fact the pass came off. And Bob McAdoo just, James McAdoo, Bob McAdoo, of course, his father, James McAdoo, does enough to get above Knowles and just put the ball in. The PAOK defense got underneath the pass. That was spot on and perfect. It's a PAOK timeout.
First of all, make sure we get the rebound, okay? We get the rebound. When we have the 17 seconds, if there is a second is made, Vangelis will go for a save. Make sure we get the rebound, okay? If the rebounds, we go with Vangelis, we will play the last, you will go the last 10 seconds, you will play the fist with Vangelis, still as a 5, okay? And Stavros, you will go after that also for a match with Vangelis, okay? So I want to have Jay, will be Adam after that if there is basket, okay? Adam, Aaron, okay, Stavros, and Vangelis. You go screen for Vangelis, we have and we stay here, okay? We stay with spacing, if you see the short run and you see what they give us Vangelis. Okay, if there is no, if we have the rebound, okay, you will play fist with 5, okay, with the game.
A really good timeout by Coach Fleverak. It's so good for him to be back for his 3rd stint. Such an experienced coach now. He was here working with the juniors 1998. Then became an assistant, then became head coach. Won the Greek Cup in 1999, has gone away. He's an NBA scout with the Denver Nuggets and assistant coach in the Summer League, NBA Summer League from the Milwaukee Bucks back in 2001. And now returns. He's also been the head coach of Ike, but now returns with so much experience to give PAOK a chance of glory, or at least getting past the round of 16 in this season's Basketball Champions League. Four-second differential in the shot clock, and a big-time 3 by Besiktas as time elapses. Good end to the half for Besiktas. They needed that. And at half-time here in PAOK Thessaloniki, PAOK lead 33 to Besiktas 32. Here's the half-time stats. 61% from two, 100% from free throw line, 47% for Besiktas. Rebounding, Besiktas have 2 rebound edge. Assists, 9 assists to Besiktas, 6 to PAOK. 4 steals to PAOK to 2. Good defense by PAOK. Top scorers, Lewis on 11 for PAOK and 11 for Gotcha for Besiktas. McAdoo, Uduzi, Knowles and Smith also in the top 3 for the teams. So we'll show you some highlights from the first half. And PAOK really came out strong. After the initial 4-4 tie, it went to 9-4. Back came Besiktas. Then PAOK built the lead up to about 5 with good play behind Jaquan Lewis for sure. Apologies for loss of sound during these highlights. But they really attacked, and especially Jaquan Lewis with that last layup in traffic. Good defense there by him. Yeah, Lewis is averaging a steal a game, and you can see why. He's off his man and in good shape. Great block there by Sarakopoulos. And then McKissick with the throwdown. I'll leave you with these highlights. Don't go anywhere. We've got a great one here. Game day 1 in Group D in Greece. It's the Basketball Champions League. It's back. During the halftime break, if I could ask you to download the Basketball Champions League app if you haven't done so already. Great for highlights, great for interviews, press conferences, and then you get the highlights and you get the full game in a few days after the game has happened. The only place you can watch the games live and in full immediately after is on livebasketball.tv. So if you haven't already signed up, unless you're on a free trial, you won't be watching this live. You have to wait 4 to 5 days before it goes onto another platform. Please do download the Basketball Champions League app, and I hope you're enjoying the coverage wherever and however you're watching it. I'll be back very soon.
PAOK thought he was going to dunk it, but Sai said, not in my house, my friend.
Brown, can he make something happen? And holy cow, can he? What a dunk by Brown.
Gino Lawrence, wow. Alex Davis with the throwdown off the phenomenal ball handling and pass from Gino Lawrence.
Colon looking to run, behind the back from Reynolds, finds Atkins for the easy layup. What a play from Scotty Reynolds.
And then his pass intercepted by Thomas, and he's going in for the dunk.
Lee finds Bacco. Oh, it's rejected by Sabonis. Timed it beautifully. Absolutely perfect.
Oh, behind the back. What a pass and what a finish by Babacar Touré. Highlight reel play there from Chad Timberlake.
Here's, oh, that's Niang. That's what we've been looking for. What a play from Mamadou Niang.
Thomas looked to drive, nice feed. Amari swatted at the rim, twice by Ayenga. Not once, but twice. First time from behind, second time straight up, and he swats it away.
Cross court. James had the three in the corner. Did go.
Oh my Lord! Right over Iverson! Are you serious? What a dunk! He jumped to the top of this arena.
Oh, the lob, the jam, O'Leary, another backdoor cut, and Ruffnick with the no-look alley-oop pass.
Gets the rebound. Alyssa Vicious blocked by Ellis. Alyssa Vicious going in. No. Ellis doing what he does best.
Khalif Wyatt. Oh, the pass behind the back. Oh, that's a big-time play from Khalif Wyatt. World class from Khalif Wyatt.
Here's Feeler again. Gets in the lane. Oh, goodness me! That could be the play of the game. Wow.
Goss kicks it. Jones, it opens up for Jones down the middle. Huge dunk from Jones right down the middle.
Welcome back to PAOK here in Thessalonica. We're just looking at the top scorers there. Taquan Lewis. Taquan Lewis doing a really good job for his team. 11 points. In that first half. 11 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. And he has not been averaging that so far in the Greek A1. He's 6.3 assists. You've got Adam Smith, who's the top scorer as well, who threatened to catch fire in the first half, but didn't quite do that. Zane Knowles doing a good job rebounding for PAOK, and Besiktas Gotcha, Todrick Gotcha, 3 of 5 from behind the arc, and hitting the big 3 right at the end of that first half. James McAdoo with 8 points and Yildizi with 5. So this game's so evenly poised. Besiktas with 7 turnovers, just the 2 steals. PAOK with 4 steals and just 3 turnovers. And coach Leverakis back at the helm for the 3rd time, back after an 11-year absence. He must be very proud. Moment for him coaching in the Basketball Champions League. Back where it all started for him as a junior coach, an assistant coach, and then head coach. Experience in the NBA, scouting and summer leagues, and now up against one of the all-time great players and coaches in Europe and world basketball in Dusko Ivanovic, and holding his own as PAOK in this big matchup. First time ever these teams have met in the Basketball Champions League, and both of them have played in all 3 of the previous seasons, never going further than the round of 16. And a lot of their stats are very close as well. Both teams in their domestic league have been allowing opponents to score 76.3 points a game for the first 3 games of the season. PAOK have been scoring over 78 points a game. Besiktas 69.5. And Besiktas have won 5 of their 6 games they've played against Greek teams in the BC Basketball Champions League, with 4 of those wins being by a double-digit margin. And they need to concede 75 points or fewer. That seems to be the magic number. They've won 4 of those encounters against Greek teams when conceding less than 75 points. So they're down by 1 at the moment. 33-32 to the home team. Besiktas with the first opportunity. Long 2 is good. And Ivanovic with his first smile of the evening. Makisic, explosive player for Besiktas. And PAOK respond. Margarita spinning, up fake. Can't get away from his defender. Really good job by Durasic. And Sadikopoulos gets the 2 off the offensive rebound. McKissick. Cross to, and that's a big time shot by Gotcha. Todrick Gotcha off the right hand escape dribble, and Besiktas by 2. early in the third, and Götze's up to 14 points, way above his Turkish Basketball Super League average. Oh, great pass and finish and catch by Antoine Wiggins, and the drive by Lewis was electric. He's up to 4 points, Wiggins, tied at 37. 22 to 16 points in the paint in favour of PAOK. McKissick. Jurisic gets open, tries the bounce pass, broken up by Sarakopoulos. And there's a foul called on McKissick. Good defence again by PAOK. There's an outstretched arm there from Wiggins, but nothing called. They go to the line for 2 shots. Wiggins just 3 of 7 from the free throw line in the Greek Haber A1 League. He's had 2 steals this evening. He knocks down the free throw. Inside, Jurisic loses the ball on the bounce, on the power dribble. Adam Smith just pulls up. Good rebound by Wiggins, and it's knocked out by McAdoo, I think. You can knock the ball away. It's on the rim. Jurisic passes, goes for the screen, not used. McKissick all the way out to the other side. There's a deep penetration into the key there, and then kicked all the way back out. Jurisic coming out, and in comes Burak Kanyildizi. They need some big minutes from him, some scoring input. 5 points, 3 rebounds in the first half for the 25-year-old Turkish player. There's Jaquan Lewis in the midst of a big game here. Adam Smith, top scorer for PAOK in the Greek A1 League. Wiggins, oh, blocked at the summit as the shot clock expired. McAdoo tracked him all the way. Not in my house. He had to go and he just couldn't get the elevation, but McAdoo could. Good rim protection there from the former North Carolina Tar Heel. Nice play, but this time Wiggins returns the compliment as he blocks Omar Ali. Baseline jump shot is just in and out. Margaritas is getting so many good looks. I think he just needs one to fall, then he'll get on the roll. Oh, they went away from Hatcher. Not a good idea, but he misses. And Sari Papoulis snaffles down the rebound. Margaritas, the captain, 36-year-old, long-time servant of PAOK Thessaloniki. Shots up, just short, and Besiktas defensive rebound. Wiggins with the shot that just rimmed out. 4 minutes gone in the third. Omar Ali to Götze. Shots up, long range, misses everything. Offensive rebound. McAdoo kicks it back out. Götze. Bounce pass. McAdoo, another kick out. Another long range shot is short. Offensive rebound again, this time McKissick. This is a strong rebounding display by Besiktas on the offensive glass right here. Omar Ali. Back cut by Gotcha. Just short, and they run out of shot clock. And Fleverakis with lots of emotion there. As Aaron Best comes in. This must feel very much like this is the club where Fleverakis wants to be and wants something special to happen. Has he got the roster this season with the top Greek players, with Zane Knowles from the Bahamas and the Americans, to do something special here? Sarikopoulos kicks it back out. Lewis. That's offensive foul potentially. Great job by McAdoo. Sarikopoulos with his third foul. He will have to sit, I would think. Coach Fleverakis will not want him to get his fourth foul. He's done such a good job defensively. Just tried to do too much maybe there. Taking that extra dribble, trying to back down his player, who was McAdoo, and McAdoo took full advantage and took the charge. Ismet Akbanar. Batuk, and it's a steal. And the attempted bounce pass wasn't on. The defensive player hadn't come over to Lewis to provide the gap for that bounce pass. They both stayed with the intended receiver. And Theodore involved in good transition defense there, along with Akbanar, and there's a clash of heads there maybe, as Jaquan Lewis tried to retrieve the ball. Ten turnovers, Besiktas, 6 to PAOK. Ball's up, ball's loose, still loose. And both teams fighting for the ball on the floor. Great job by PAOK, and appreciation shown by the crowd. Smith fouled by Theodore. Making his position known to the ref, what he feels about that call. But Theodore's onto 3 fouls, and he stays in the game. Can PAOK go at him and try and get him onto his 4th foul? That'd be the plan. And shots up by Margaritas, no way through there. And Besiktas have an advantage. Extra pass, shot from the corner is good for Besiktas, who retake the lead. Burkan Batuk. Shot just short there for PAOK. Not enough height, not enough length on that. So Besiktas, can they get the lead? And they can. Simple as you like. And McAdoo, the recipient, with an easy finish right at the basket. He's up to 9 rebounds, 10 points. Beautiful one-handed pass. Sarikopoulos had stepped up to try and
we go here.
Deny the pass, but he was too late.
Listen, first thing is we sprint and
time out,
we don't allow this stuff here. Make sure we go the blue, we have a weak side here. This will never happen. Let's go, make them move the ball fast. Now, what do? We go on the fast break there. We give them chances. We go fast. We give them the ball there. Let's go. We have 1, 2 layups there under the basket. We miss. After that, here we go. Here we transition. We give them the ball and we foul them. Let's go. Same thing. We can't talk about plays when we give them nothing fast. And then again the rebound. Next, we are always on the 41.
Here's some rebounding. Besiktas 28, 10 offensive rebounds. And that was really key 2 or 3 offensive rebounds in one phase of play was really big for Besiktas, and Coach Ivanovic would have liked that effort. And McAdoo just starting to dominate inside. He's smart, he's big, he's athletic. He's just 26 years old. Full court pressure from Besiktas. Four-point lead for Besiktas. PAOK have not scored until then for 4 minutes and 55 seconds. So we'll call it 5 minutes, and they do score, and that's massive. Lewis up to 13 points, 57% from the field. Now they need a defensive stop. Has the timeout worked? Giving them a breather, regroup, focus. And another offensive rebound, but they get it back. Good hustle from PAOK, good active hands. Keep passing, shots up. I thought Lewis might have taken the shorter two, but he gave it to Igekezi. He wasn't able to knock down the long-range shot. Just ticking down to 2 minutes remaining in the third. Batter, still Batter. Shots up, and shot is out from Can Yildizi. 2-point lead for Besiktas. Low-scoring game. Both teams struggled in the second offensively. But that's not a struggle at all for Jaquan Lewis as PAOK retake the lead on that three-pointer. Lewis up to 16 points. Personal. And maybe this is personal for him. Giving PAOK such a lift tonight with his offense. He's their lead assist maker in the domestic Greek league. Not tonight, he's leading them offensively with the scores, and what a three with the clock running down. First time Jordan Theodore has really made a statement in this game. He's up to 7 points. 1 of 3 from behind the arc. 2-point lead Besiktas. Shots up from Igekezi. And Zane Knowles really fighting for that ball. Great job by the big player from the Bahamas. Let's just see what happens here. So he's gone over the top. He was out of bounds. James McAdoo just sits down, and he's Chris McAdoo, part of the Golden State Warriors team that won the NBA championship 2015 to 17. So this is a massive pickup for Besiktas to have him playing, and playing at a high level. Plus, they've now got August Savas as their backup big man. And he's there again. Just setting screens, diving to the basket. Good size at 6'11". He's up to 4 points, 2 of 3. 67% from 2. Inside, this time, Knowles inside. Zane Knowles finishes to the hoop. He's fouled, and they go to the line for a 3-point play. So really high-level players on show here in the Basketball Champions League. And Knowles knocks down the free throw, looking confident from the charity stripe. Besiktas keep the ball moving. Now they attack off the dribble, penetrate, kick, They've got to get the shot up. And they do off the glass, but great defense by PAOK. Pull-up jump shot on the buzzer! It's good from behind the arc. What a play! What a game Jaquan Lewis is having. This is outstanding offense, outstanding clock management, outstanding defense by PAOK. After 3 quarters, they lead by 2, 49-47. What a game, what a finish to the 3rd quarter. Here's the game stats as we catch our breath. That's everybody, including me, 56% from 2. And that massive 3-pointer from Lewis there. Let's look at some of the highlights. There's many of them. McKissick with the 3. And the putback. Sarakopoulos, nice soft touch over the top. And Gotcha's played really well. That is with close attention by Sarakopoulos. And rejections, good offense, good defense. And look at that, we like that one. That's going in the highlight reel, I would think. Extra pass and the 3 there by Besiktas. And then McAdoo started to take control. Jaquan Lewis playing some serious basketball here. None more so than that last second heroics at the end of the 3rd, giving PAOK the 2-point lead, 49-47. It may be low scoring, but there is plenty of drama here in Greece. Shots up from the corner and is good. And coach Flemirakis loves that ball movement as Stavros Souzas makes his first 3-pointer of the game. And what a big moment. 5-point lead for PAOK. Can Besiktas respond? Oh, what a pass from the big man. What a pass from Savas. But they couldn't make the most of it. Wide open, close to the hoop. You've got to make those in this type of game. Lewis. Maybe he should have gone on his own. Here comes Besiktas. And smart play there as Lewis came sprinting back. Gotcha just slowed up. So Lewis got beyond him and ended up out of bounds on the baseline. 3-point lead PAOK. Points from turnovers. 11-2 in favour of PAOK. Wide open shot is short. And Shizaz thought he was going to get his own rebound. But didn't happen. Ball movement by Besiktas. Gotcha! Todrick Gotcha ties the game at 52. Just wonderful pass by Hugo Savas. He's so calm, plays at his pace, and with all that experience, if you're moving off around him, he'll get you the ball as well. That's not good by PAOK. A bit of a rush shot off defensive rebound by the experienced Oguz Savas. A good backup to have while McAdoo gets a blow. Shot clock under 10. Theodore's back screen by Savas. Kick out. Shot from the corner is short. Good rebound by Chizaz. Tied at 52. We thought it'd be close. Both teams 1 and 2 domestically. Both teams conceding the same amount of points in their domestic league per game. As another 3 goes up for PAOK. and the crowd are loving it, and so does Igekezi. He's taken a couple of maybe ill-advised threes. That was on the money, wide open, he knocks it down. 3-point lead, PAOK. Theodore, jump stop, passes out to the corner. Three-pointer is long by Jurisic, playing in his fourth different team in 4 seasons in the Basketball Champions League. The Montenegrin international. PAOK inside, outside. And Savas is not going to let that go through. You've got to get Savas off the ground and go round him and under him. Shots off, misses everything. Jurisic to Theodore. Outside, and the shot is good. Ismet Akpanar. Much respected by his former Berlin coach. You can see why. Got a feeling this game is going all the way. So evenly matched. Top-class talent on both ends of the floor and both sides of the ball as well. 2 passionate, talented coaches calling the shots from the sideline. And Sarikopoulos comes in. Jaquan Lewis sits. He's put out so much energy tonight. Played a lot of minutes. Smith with the up and under. Really clever shot. Really clever one-on-one play. Hard jump stop, shot fake. Gets the defender up in the air and steps through. 55% from 2 for PAOK. 43% for Besiktas. Hope you're enjoying the action here. First game day of Basketball Champions League. Up and under. Right hand attempt. No good. PAOK get the rebound. Lead by 2. Igekezi playing some important minutes. Smith, chased by Theodore, another 3 is up for Amenzi. Igekezi, a hero, is born in Thessaloniki. Time out Besiktas. Igekezi up to 6 points. He's played in Japan. And now he's left the land of the rising sun, and he's right here in PAOK, Thessaloniki. Besiktas timeout.
Okay. Screen open, looking for shot. Okay, we have time. Eh? After this, nothing, looking open, looking for the help. You playing corner.
No, defense. You want to help off the corner.
Yeah.
Some of the stats coming through. 55% for PAOK from 2. 38% from 3 for Besiktas is good. Assists very close, 15 to 13. Igekezi just averaging 1.3 points a game, 2.7 rebounds, 1 assist. In his domestic league, he's knocked down 2 massive threes to give PAOK momentum for now. But the way this game has gone, expect Besiktas to come right back. 5-point lead to PAOK. Theodore. And a turnover for Besiktas. They're up to 11 turnovers. Smith, high pick and roll by Sarikopoulos. He's open if he needs it. And Stavros Chizaz decided not to use him, tried to go alone. As you can see there, Sarikopoulos was open. He hands the ball off now to Smith. It's just staying in the paint, and that is going to be a steal. Here comes Besiktas and McKissick, and he is fouled. And he's helped up very sportingly by Iga Casey. Game played in the right way here between these two European giants, trying to get back to the top of their respective leagues, and of course would love to finally break through big time in the Basketball Champions League. Neither team have gone past the round of 16 in the 3 years, reaching that mark every time. So they've got out of their group on every occasion. They've got to the top 4, which is what you've got to do to get to the round of 16. 32 teams, 4 groups of 8 teams from 15 countries. 286 games will be played during this Basketball Champions League season, culminating in the final 4 in May 2020. We'll be there every step of the way. 16 games every week, split between Tuesday and Wednesday. Group A, Group B, Group C, and this group, Group D. Shots just up, just short. Great rebound or attempt. Sarikopoulos, but he stepped out of bounds. Still end-line ball for Pat. They lead by 4. 4:28. What a steal and retrieve by Gotcha. He's had a great game. Theodore under close attention. Has to kick it back out. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Attack, penetrate, extra pass, shot fake behind the arc. That is big time play by Burkan Batuk and his teammates. So patient. Batuk up to 6 points to a 4 from behind the arc. Jaquan Lewis. Well, maybe that was one too many for Menziakese. He's obviously a good athlete. And Besiktas take the lead off the 3-point miss from PAOK. Jordan Theodore just easing his way into this game, taking control and having more and more of a positive input for his team. I think sometimes you've got to know, and Iga Casey's going to learn that. He's still young, 23 years old.
There is no excuse for this here. There is no excuse. And then here you go for a layup foul. Foul, 2 shots, no layup.
Let's listen to the PAOK timeout.
Again, go for a man. Hey, listen. We go. We in the car with so much time, you know, every possession very focused here.
Our game, let's go win. Our game.
Your game, but the thing is, nothing easy. On our defense, guys, that's the first thing. We need to give. We have 3 balls to give. And again, make sure we have our blues, we have our good.
It's the PAOK game leaders, 19 points for Lewis. Knowles with 7 rebounds, Smith with 4 assists. So Lewis and Smith swapping roles in the Basketball Champions League. Lewis leading the scoring, Smith the assists, Knowles, as he has done all season so far, leading the rebounds. And here's the points by quarter. Very little to show between them, and Besiktas taking a 1-point lead at a crucial juncture of the game. .338 remaining. PAOK with a chance. They must get a good look. Sarikopoulos setting a screen. Back inside. step jump hook. That's such a tough shot. Defensive rebound by Besiktas. Bit too much one-on-one there. They stopped moving the ball. PAOK try to force it. Theodore to McKissick off the screen. Nice ball movement. They just keep it going, and they're on the move when they catch the ball as well. Shot clock. They've run out of shot clock again. That's the second time. They've just kept moving, kept passing. And no reaction to the shot clock running down to 0. It needs one of the players. There's plenty of experience, plenty of IQ on that Besiktas team to say, come on, 5 seconds remaining. But it is so loud here, maybe they're just not able to hear the shouts. Shots up. That's a tough one there by Smith, off balance, falling to his right. They're now taking tougher shots, PAOK. They've got to get back to what they were doing as Besiktas slow the game down, hoping to increase their 1-point lead here. McKissick inside. The space baseline. Oh, great up and under. And the finish. Extra pass inside on the step through. Beautiful play by Besiktas on the inside. McAdoo. It goes up to 12 points, 75% for 2-point range. 3-point lead Besiktas, really crucial offense. They need to get something positive from this. To PAOK, just under 2 minutes remaining as Berkan Batuk is called for the foul. No team foul problems at all for either teams. Sideline inbounds. Extra pass, and the layup is blown, unfortunately, by Sirikopoulos. Kissick nearly losing it, back inside, shots up, and it's good, big time shot for Berkan Batuk. He's playing so well, averaging 9 points a game in the Turkish Super League, and he has taken the game by the scruff of the neck here for Besiktas in the Basketball Champions League. Here's PAOK, timeout.
That's the ball we need. 3 or 2, we make the score, and then we play immediately 41. We can give also the fouls, okay? So what we play very aggressive 41, the rest 90 seconds, okay? Wherever we are on defense. We go for a trap line deflection already, and then we use the foul. First, the ball is there, okay? And look what I want. I want Zayn, you screen, you are here, okay? I want Vangelis here. We go Aaron here, Zay, and Adam here, okay? What I want is, we are screening here, we are screening here, we're going to the ball, and the ball to Vangelis. Vangelis screening in us at the body. Zay, you want to give here. Zay, when Vangelis go get the ball, you screen here, okay, and then you go to the basket. Αλλά Vangelis go screen, εδώ και την πάρει στο πόστο here. Έτσι γίνει ακρίβωση, we want the ball here. So screen first here, again, ball on the post, and then the flip.
We got to screen bodies though.
We see 3 or 2 with them, and then we play for the ball.
Berkan Batuk just doing such a great job. He's been on loan, Pinar Kasiaka from Anadolu Efes. Played for Darüşşafaka as well. In the Turkish league. So top-class player and really helping Besiktas tonight, the 29-year-old Turkish player. So now PAOK really need to get a score. No points scored for 4 minutes. They had a 5-minute drought, and it's continuing. And now there's a steal and points off another turnover for Besiktas, who lead by 7. And real problems for PAOK now. They've just completely dried up offensively. Besiktas have turned up their defence, and you just can't go scoreless for this length of time at this level of competition. Smith stumbles. They get the ball back. Margaritas. And such hope at the start of this game in the PAOK arena, the PAOK's first home game. As Theodore with his full foul. Their first home game as their first game of the regular season. Their other 3 Basketball Champions League seasons were all on the road, and they lost all of them. And at the moment, they've got the potential of losing this one as well on their home floor. 66 seconds remaining in regulation, but all is not lost. They've got to get a good look. That's a really good look, but it's too long. They get the offensive rebound, but now Besiktas get that stolen, and they are dominating now, just when it matters, into the last minute. Ball's loose, and they do get a good defensive play. Only 7 down. They need to hit a 3. Just short. Good defensive rebound, and that is almost that. There's less than 24 seconds remaining, so Besiktas can dribble it out. It's up to PAOK if they want to play defense for this possession. And it looks as though they're choosing not to. Screen comes, not used. I think that might have been a foul in the act of shooting. And coach Dusko Ivanovic must be really pleased with the way his team have responded. A couple of times they've been behind here and had real problems. The players have stepped up. August Savas brought some real calm to proceedings. McAdoo has played well, but Burkham battered former Andalu FS Darüşşafaka player Pinar Kasiaka Trabzon, standing at 6'5" and 29 years old. Massive couple of shots for him and for Besiktas.
Here is Birkan, here is full slotion is. Screen pass, penalty.
10 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds.
Open,
1 still.
Like dribbling pass shot.
Go.
Yeah. Dribble down. He goes for you. He takes grip shot. Come on. Let's go. He's huge. Open, easy ball.
The noise has just abated here at the PAOK Arena as Besiktas are on the verge of a big victory on the road to go to 1-0. Very much fancied by the other coaches spoken to in the build-up to the start of the Basketball Champions League, that they would be one of the strong teams. And at the moment it's proving to be. As Margaritas and PAOK are called for the foul. There is no time left, or maybe it might be adjusted. 0.3 seconds. Well, they've adjusted it to 3.6. So time for the shot clock to go up, and Theodore gets the score at the buzzer, and Besiktas win by 9. A really dominant fourth quarter, especially the last 5 minutes when they took control. They win the fourth quarter 22-11. They win the game. Besiktas 69, PAOK 60. Joy and relief for Besiktas and frustration for PAOK Thessaloniki, and coach Dusko Ivanovic has organised his team, motivated his team, and when needed chastised them to play, get them to play better, and they certainly delivered, especially in that fourth quarter. And here are the game stats: 50% and 49 from 2, 23, 38% from 3. Good effort by Besiktas from that area. Only 38% from the line from Besiktas, but it was enough. Low scoring affair, 69-60. Coming into this game, Besiktas was scoring lower than PAOK in their domestic leagues. It's turned on its head tonight. There's the top scorers: Lewis, Knowles and Smith for PAOK. Gotcha with 19 points. McAdoo with 12. And Theodore with 11 for Besiktas. Good spread of scoring as Besiktas are victorious. And here's some of the highlights from the game. That's a nice up and under step through jump shot from Smith. He just couldn't keep things going. He's coming as their top scorer for PAOK. And he only had 8 points tonight, 4 assists, way below his season average in Greece, which is 23.3 points a game. But this is a tough Besiktas team. And that was big. That's when PAOK went on their run. Ege Kakaise with the threes, but then he took one too many, and off the last miss he took, Besiktas went up the other end and scored and fouled. This was big time play by Burkan Batuk. Step through, step back, and quick release, and he made another big one as well. So Besiktas, with picking up McAdoo, picking up Oguz Savas, picking up, it's the same McAdoo as well, having McKissick, Ismen Akmanar, Gayic didn't do much tonight, but a good young player. Jurisic, good role player. That was just a straight catch and shoot on the inside pivot. But Batuk at around 6'6", 1 metre 96, can shoot over most perimeter defenders, and he did just that from the same spot in close procession, one after the other, one with a step through, step forward, step back, the other with a catch and finish, and then things just went from bad to worse as Batuk just finished that off, and that was just about the game there. Not sure what Smith was trying to do there, but Besiktas have won. They go to 1-0 in Group D, and PAOK unfortunately fall to 0-1, losing again for the fourth season in a row on opening night on game day 1. I hope you've enjoyed the action from PAOK Thessaloniki. My name's Graham Hiscott. Please download the Basketball Champions League. Sign up for livebasketball.tv if you haven't already. And we'll see you very soon. The games continue on livebasketball.tv right through the evening. Good night. Enjoy the rest of your evening.